Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have some news, quite a bit of it actually today, especially since I just had returned from vacation, which is why I didn't get any news videos up or anything in the last few days. So quite a bit has kind of built up while I was gone, so let's get to it. The very first thing that I want to show you guys is actually from Rod's random work, and it is a very cool Hammond Collection replacement piece. However, it's not for a dinosaur that we've actually had. This is a Pachyrhinosaurus head that he is working on. So you could technically take the Hammond Collection Triceratops and kind of swap the head out for a Pachyrhinosaurus if you would choose to go that route and get yourself an entirely different ceratopsian that, who knows, may or may not be coming eventually from the Hammond Collection line. But rather than waiting, you can get it now again with a Hammond Collection replacement piece from Rod's random work. And when I say now, I don't actually mean currently, but I mean soon, because it's not available quite yet, but it looks amazing, really does look very, very cool, and I can't wait to see the final version of this when Rod is officially finished with it. And then when it comes to Artic Figures, he is working on something that is phenomenal and may actually be his coolest release yet, and that's really saying something because he's had plenty of amazing releases so far, but he is working on a Jurassic Park baby velociraptor, and he has intentions of fully articulating this in typical Artic Figures fashion, and I think that is going to be one of the coolest things possible. I believe he is making this in 1:1 scale, so it's basically like having a fully articulated version of the velociraptor you see hatching in Jurassic Park, and obviously we could see the updates to it so far. It looks phenomenal as far as what he has finished up until this point, and another model that I'm absolutely excited to see the final version fully sculpted and check out the articulation of at some point in the very near future. And then when it comes to Declay Studio, they recently had shown off this amazing Quetzalcoatlus model that they were working on. This appears to be another upcoming release for them. I believe it should be releasing sometime this month, potentially, or maybe early next month. I'm not entirely sure, but it does look incredibly cool. Definitely something that if you are a fan of Declay Studio, you might want to look into purchasing. This is the third model, I believe, I've seen personally from them, with a Rex and a Triceratops and now this Quetzalcoatlus, and every single one has been an absolute knockout if you ask me. So yet another really cool model coming from Declay Studio. And then I also, even though neither of these are technically dinosaurs, but I wanted to show something off that looks absolutely amazing that is coming from DopePope, and not just one thing, we actually have two things, as he has two brand new models that are releasing. The very first one that we see here is a Zilla model, and with the release of the recent, I think it was Spiral Studios massive Zilla, it is amazing to honestly have so many new Zilla models appearing, and I hope we continue to see more. But when it comes to accuracy, screen accuracy, I feel like that there really aren't many out there that are better than DopePope, especially when it comes to kaiju and movie monster dinosaurs and stuff like that. If you happen to have checked out the recent review I had put up for the DopePope Last Dinosaur T-Rex and the Yongari that I have reviewed in the past, I feel like you'll probably be pretty familiar with how good DopePope is, but this Zilla model looks amazing. And there's also a Cloverfield monster model that he has created, and I don't know if you guys are fans of Cloverfield, but it's one of my favorite movies. It really is, and a Cloverfield model is something that I've been wanting to get my hands on for an exceptionally long time. So to have one coming from DopePope, who in my opinion again is like the master of this type of thing, that's very exciting for me. As far as the information goes on these models, this Godzilla 1998 was created to commemorate the 25th anniversary of the film, and DopePope is offering this sculpt as a 3D print. It is about 13 inches long, about 6 inches high, and has two main parts and a simple base. The parts are solid resin, no print lines or anything like that, and would come unpainted in mid-gray color. It is $150 plus shipping and handling, and other sizes can be accommodated. If you would like to have like a larger size or a smaller size, he can work with you to create, again, different variations of the model if you would choose to have a different size. But of course the prices would change depending on the size. I feel like the size that it's in is definitely a really nice size. And then you also have the Cloverfield monster, again 3D printed model just like the Godzilla. This is to commemorate the 15th anniversary of the film, and it's about 6 inches high, about 8 inches long, and about 7 inches wide, two parts of solid resin, and no print lines again. Also coming unpainted with a mid-gray color, and yet again, $150 plus shipping and handling, and just like with the Godzilla again, other sizes can be accommodated. So, For any more information or to order yourself one of these two amazing models, contact DopePope. You can contact him through his Instagram account, which I will include, but I think preferably the way to go would be to contact him at dope@dopepope.com at his email address, which I will also include that email address in the description of the video for anybody interested in picking up one of these two amazing or both amazing models. And then I've got an awesome deal for you guys. Anybody that has been interested in picking up any of the 2023 Papo models, they should be coming into stock, or at least some of them should be coming into stock very soon on Dan's Dinosaurs, and one of which that I know many people are excited about is the Kronosaurus. So if you are interested in pre-ordering this, Dan has offered me a discount for you guys to get yourself $6 off the total when you pre-order the new Papo Kronosaurus right now on Dan's Dinosaurs. So again, pretty good savings right there. If you are interested in taking advantage of this, all you need to do is enter the promo code Andy at checkout and you'll save yourself again $6 on that beautiful Kronosaurus. So if you are interested, check the link that I will include in the description. Go ahead on over to Dan's. Again, pre-order that. Make sure you use the code Andy and save yourself a few dollars while getting an awesome Papo Kronosaurus. And also, Toy Monster International has recently shown off another image of an upcoming figure for their Jurassic Park 30th Anniversary captives that we have not seen prior. This is kind of like a Lost World tiger-striped velociraptor, or at least I definitely have not seen this one prior. So, straight away it's really exciting. I'm a huge fan of the tiger-striped raptors, and although the coloration on this isn't picture perfect to what you see on one, you know, it's kind of what you would get when it comes to the captives version. So I did want to show this off to you guys to let you know that this figure should be coming at some point in a future wave. Also, as far as Stegotyranno 420, I had recently shown off, well, I wouldn't say recently actually, it was quite a while ago, but I had shown off some of his amazing art, and I wanted to show it off to you guys again because a little bit has changed with his art as far as prices and everything, and the fact that he's kind of considering expanding to sign prints and something that people might be interested as far as that. He doesn't want to create ones like you see in the PNSO boxes, not folded, more card-like. Again, he's an amazing artist. He really produces some of the absolute best paleo art that I've ever seen, and having this here, again, the new information as well as the new prices, which you can see here, actually his new prices and everything, helping to give you an idea of just how affordable his art really is to have him commission art for you, and also again to just kind of show off how impressive his artwork really is. Like, he is a fantastic artist, probably one of the best that I've seen in quite some time. So if you are interested in snagging yourself some of the Stegotyranno artwork, getting him to produce some commissioned work for you, again, I will include a link in the description to where you can contact him, and you also frequently see him actually in the comment section here on my videos, so you may stumble into him there as well, and you can, you know, speak to him about it. But again, check the links in the description to contact him and acquire more information about commissioning some artwork for yourself from the amazing Stegotyranno. And then when it comes to Nanmu, they recently have shown off the poses for their upcoming Tyrannosaurus Rex, their Jurassic Park Rexy, one of which is this one, and I'm going to go ahead and assume that this is probably the Soul of the Dragon version. I'm not positive, as I don't think that I had seen anywhere that they had officially confirmed it, but with the addition of the paddock, you know, the fence and everything there, it kind of looks like it would be a Soul of the Dragon version, and it looks incredible, like absolutely gorgeous. But we also have this version here, again, a different pose, almost giving us that when dinosaurs ruled the earth sort of pose, and just mirrored, I guess, unless maybe it is actually facing the opposite way. I'm not entirely sure on that. And I had seen quite a few people asking for the neutral pose version, the one that they had initially shown off, and it appears as though they're going to be giving those out as far as a gift goes with the DX version. So I assume it's probably going to be similar to where we had that kind of small neutral version of the Parasaurolophus. They're going to do that with the Rex here. I would actually love to see if they had created the neutral version of the Rex in a larger sculpt with the kind of, you know, multicolored versions like they did with the Parasaurolophus, because that actually gave people a chance to acquire that sculpt and then repaint it to have the neutral version in a larger size. Fingers crossed maybe they do that, but it looks to be really cool and definitely, in my opinion, much better than the original version of the T-Rex from Nanmu. And then when it comes to the beasts of the Mesozoic and the upcoming repaints of their raptors that are releasing, we do have a look at a full gallery of the Allosaurus, and this one looks really really nice. Like, I love the colors chosen for this, and I feel like that's going to be pretty much the same case with every one of the upcoming Raptor series, because David usually does a really good job of picking out color schemes for his dinosaurs, especially with the Raptor series, and this looks to be, again, another prime example of how good he is at choosing color schemes that, you know, of course, usually come from modern day animals, but work so good on prehistoric animals as well. And again, perfect coloration, I think, for this raptor. But we also have kind of a sneak peek here at a different raptor, as we have the Raptor, and you can see a kind of in progress shot here of what the paint scheme is going to look like on this one. And this one definitely, in my opinion, looks better than the original version. I really like the colors on this one as well. So super psyched to see more of these upcoming reveals for these raptors as far as the paint schemes go at some point in the very near future. And then as far as Greenhouse Revolution Studios goes, I had recently shown off kind of a sneak peek of a model that they were releasing. This is a brand new company, brand new to the scene, and we now have the images of the fully painted versions. It is a Ceratosaurus, and as we can see, we actually have two different Ceratosaurus that are included in this diorama, and man, I don't know if I've ever seen a more impressive looking set of Ceratosaurus in my life. Like, these are just both gorgeous, like incredible. I am beyond impressed and really want to get my hands on these. No word quite yet on what the pricing situation or anything like that would be for these, but I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye out on that information, because I would love to score at least one of these Ceratosaurus. And then when it comes to Mattel, the very first thing I must give a huge thank you to Collect Jurassic for is quite a few different images of the upcoming Prestosuchus. Now, originally when I had seen these images, I was very unimpressed with the figure. I'm still kind of unimpressed with it. Well, I wouldn't say kind of. I'm definitely unimpressed with it, but I do think it looks a little bit better in these images than the original image had shown it. Definitely nicer as far as the sculpt goes. Still not great by any means, but certainly better than what I originally was giving it credit for. And I'm definitely a little bit more happy about the figure, but again, I still think there's quite a bit that just looks off about it. It looks a little bit weird as a whole, but regardless, I'm excited. Even if it's not the best version of a Prestosuchus out there, I am excited to see one entering the Mattel line. And the final thing I have as far as Mattel goes is a very exciting reveal. We have the Hammond Collection Irritator. This was actually found by Glitch, who, you know, frequents the internet under that name, and he was the one that had contacted me via email and sent me all of these incredible images showing off this beautiful figure. He actually had found these images on Walmart's website, and I must say, I'm actually really impressed. Like, this is easily the best version of an Irritator to come from Mattel. There is no doubt about it in my mind, and the paint job as well looks pretty nice. It's a fairly nice and naturalistic paint scheme overall, and honestly, I feel like it could be one of the best Hammond Collection figures to date, if you ask me. So, really exciting to actually get a look at this. There's quite a few other upcoming Hammond Collection figures I'm pretty much aching to see, so maybe they'll start to pop up at some point soon, and we'll get a look at those as well. But as of now, I'm extremely excited for this incredibly cool Irritator figure. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way. But until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.